Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I think I'm gonna do a first and second trimester update. So basically I'm just gonna explain how like each trimester went for me and like what I did and you know, all that good stuff. Alright, so my first trimester, it was rough to say the least. It was the hardest one so far. I mean, I'm about to be in my third trimester, so I don't know how difficult that's gonna be, but the first trimester I threw up a lot. I was vomiting all day, every day for 4 months straight. It was rough. Like I literally wasn't able to keep down my prenatal pills or my or I was like, the doctor gave me some like motion sickness pills and I couldn't even keep those down, so like I would like take it and I would throw up within 30 minutes and it just didn't even get a chance to like get in my system or anything. And because I was like throwing up so much, like I kind of like withdrew from all my friends. Like I literally like stopped talking to a lot of people. It's because I couldn't go out for more than like 40 minutes to an hour because like I would just get so nauseous that I'd be like, I would rather go home, you know? And so like, you know, when you don't spend or like talk to people for so long, like people just kind of like move along, you know? You can't force somebody to like talk to you. So the fact that I wasn't like talking to anybody, everybody was kind of just like, okay, Sam. And so after that, like I don't know, I was just keeping to myself. Like I was really like, it was crazy. I was super absorbed with like pregnancy stuff. Like I couldn't stop watching YouTube videos or reading stuff online. I couldn't like, I don't know, like I felt like I didn't know enough and I just needed, like I was looking up stuff for like the third trimester and I wasn't even like halfway or barely into the beginning of my first, and so I was just really stressing out way too much and it just didn't help, you know, that I wasn't talking to anybody. So I was just like sitting alone all the time and like overthinking. And like also at the time, like it's kind of crazy, me and my boyfriend actually like broke up and then I found out I was pregnant. So it was really hard like figuring that out because I don't know, like I want like to respect his like wanting to be involved, but also at the same time I was like, we just broke up, like I'd rather not be talking to you. Like there was a lot of like resentful like feelings, so it was really hard for me to be like, oh, here's a picture of an ultrasound, but like I'm so mad at you, you know? And so that was really difficult too, because there's a lot of back and forth and like a lot of arguing and stuff and a lot of threats, and it wasn't healthy, like, and that like brought my like blood pressure, or is it your blood pressure? Like something was like way too high, like, and I don't know. So then like we just agreed that we won't talk about anything other than baby stuff, and for a while it was working really well. And once I started to like get towards the end of the first trimester, I started taking a motion sickness pill. It says like it's called Bonine, and it's in the same family as Dramamine, but Dramamine makes you really tired, and I was like, I don't really want to be like drowsy all day, and I would have to take like 4 or 5 of these pills a day because I would just get so sick. So the Bonine, it's really like, it was really helpful. It didn't make me nauseous at all. Like I was able to like take a few like in the morning and then go on with my day and like do everything, and it was no problem at all. But in the very end, when they weighed me, they told me that from the first time I went into the beginning of my second trimester, I actually ended up losing like 15-16 pounds because I would literally like, I would eat throughout the day, or I would try and eat throughout the day, and then like I would throw it up. So every night I was going to bed like basically having eaten nothing, and that would be like 4 days. So my body just was like losing so much weight because I couldn't keep anything down. It was really draining, honestly. At that point I was like, oh my god, like I hope, like I was reading all this stuff about this like I don't know what you would call it, but like a lot of women during their pregnancies get like this hypo vomiting thing, and it goes through the entire like pregnancy, and I was like, Jesus, oh my god, I hope that's not me. Like oh, that was so scary, and I was really anxious about that. But after I started taking the Bonine and we were entering the second trimester, like I was feeling much better. The second trimester, this has been my favorite one so far. I've heard a lot saying that the second trimester is actually like the easiest one because you're not too big, and like the nausea and like your body changing from the first trimester has kind of like slowed down, so your hormones and everything are pretty, you know, stable as they can be. And so in the second trimester, the only thing I really did notice that affected me a lot was I was so angry, like at everybody all the time for everything. Like I had no patience, literally like tiny little patience. Like I would snap at people. Like my brother, he's in the room right next to me, and he would just like play music, and I would literally lose my crap. I'd be like, bro, it's so fucking loud, like why are you, like I would get so mad over music, like, and just a bunch of stuff. And I think that had to do a lot with me starting to really feel the pregnancy. I feel like the first trimester, like I was just like sick, and my body was like, what the crap, because there's so much hormones and stuff, and like, you know, your body's not used to that, so it was more like you were in shock. But then like the second trimester, you're like settling into the hormones, but now they're affecting you like emotionally. Well, that's what happened with me. Like I cry about everything like literally like everything. I just get so upset or like get really frustrated really quick. Like the other day, me and my mom we're talking about the baby shower and like what we want to do and all this stuff, and I like presented an idea, and then she was like, I don't know, you know, and I was like, Mom and I just get so mad, like, and there's no reason to be mad. Like everyone is allowed to have like ideas and opinions, you know. And yeah, I don't know, I feel like that's been like the toughest one. But also in the second trimester, I did start to eat a lot more, and I stopped taking the Bonine. So now I'm rarely ever nauseous, or I don't think I've thrown up in maybe 2-3 weeks. Like it has progressively gotten so much better, but I feel like the vomiting switched over to now I'm like growing. So I had to go maternity shopping, and that was fun. I mean, I found some like cute like pants, and I went to Marshall's, and then Target's a little bit more expensive, but it had really like nice maternity pants. Like most of the maternity pants I found like go all the way around, and like the waistband goes like up your back too, so it's hot, and I live in the desert, so it's like 15 every day because it's summer right now, and it's just so hot. I feel like I'm wearing like an undershirt under all my clothes. So the ones at Target, like they just cover like your belly, and then they like kind of go like this in the back, so your whole back's open, and I like it. It just doesn't feel as hot, you know. And then also, okay, this might be a little TMI, but I had to get a nursing bra. I was not aware that you start leaking milk literally like before you give birth. And mine just happened to start like 4 months. 4 months before I give birth. And it's a weird concept because I'll be like sitting and then all of a sudden my shirt's wet and I'm like, I remember the first day that it happened, I like looked down and I thought I spilled water or something because I had a water right next to me. So I was like, oh, I just spilled water. And then I realized like, oh shit. I was like, oh, okay. And it's really weird. So now I think I have to go buy because I have a nursing bra, so when I go out and stuff, if like I leak, like it won't pop up on my shirt, which it happened. I was like, no. Like one of my friends literally was like, oh girl, you gotta zip up your jacket. And I was like, oh no. So I went and got one, and that helps a lot because, you know, just don't have to worry about that. But I think I'm gonna have to go get a breast pump. And so that'll be fun. That's a new adventure, something new every week. And but yeah, so that's what really like has changed in the second trimester is just like clothes. Like I can't fit into any of my old jeans, and throughout my whole entire first trimester I didn't show. Like I was able to wear all of my normal clothes for about 4 months, and then it slowly, you know, the hair tie around the pants button, or it's a button. I was thinking like yeah. So yeah, just like clothes really. And then I was able to start eating a lot more, and I noticed that because that 17 pounds lost really quickly went back to having those pounds, like, because one thing that I really love right now is sushi. And like, let's not get our panties in a twist. I'm not talking about some rainbow rolls where like there's like raw salmon and stuff on it. I stick to like avocado, or like there's cucumber rolls and California rolls because that crab's artificial. And the miso soup, bomb. So me and my cousin go a lot to like this one place called Dragon Sushi, and it is so good. She gets like hers fried California roll with like the tempura, but I don't know, really, it's too filling. Like I feel like that's a little too much sushi for me, so I always get the California roll and the miso soup, and it's just so good. Then what else happened in the second trimester? Me and my boyfriend actually ended up really talking about things, and we like are working it out right now. We're slow and steady, you know, wins the race. That's the saying, right? But so we're really working on things right now. We would rather like be a united front than you know, do it like separately. But I'm gonna continue to stay with my parents for about a year, and like he's welcome here all the time. Like even my parents like said that if he wants to move in, they're totally cool with that. But we really want to make sure, like we really want to work on our relationship and make sure that we can be like, make sure that we could be good parent, because when the baby's born, there's gonna be so much like financial and living and all of like so many decisions we have to make, and so much stuff that could actually like make our relationship harder. So I think us like living apart gives, it's just, you know, it's more space, and like both of us, like I don't think like either one person's gonna feel less time with the child. Like we're both very like, because we're still together, we're just not going to be living in the same place. The baby's going to spend the nights and stay mainly in my house, you know, and then the baby will spend like days or like a few hours a day when like Tyler's not working. But yeah, that's pretty much the plan right now. We just want to like think what's best for the baby right now, and what's best is staying with my parents, because this way I get to save a lot of money and we can like work towards a goal rather than rush into something and then 6 months be struggling and like be like, how are we gonna do this? Like, oh, hi baby. That's my girl. That's Elsa. Come here, sweetie. Oh. But yeah. So that's like the plan right now. I think it's pretty good, but we did find out the gender just recently. It's a little boy. I wanted a boy so bad. And yeah, I am so happy. I cried so hard. They were looking at the legs. So first, you know how it was the anatomy scan. So they were checking all the bones and muscles and like see how the heart is and all that stuff. And she was looking at the feet and she was like, oh, feet are pretty cute and all this stuff. And she was explaining it to me. And then she was looking at the calves and the legs. And then she goes, oh, there it is. It's a boy. And I was like, oh my God, it's a boy. Like, I was so happy. But, and I think we have a name picked out, but I think that's I'm gonna do a separate video of like names that I really, really liked and wanted to use, and then like I'm not gonna be using, you know? But there's a bunch of really cool, like unique names that I was like, dang, I could have a little blah, blah, blah running around. Like that could be adorable. But, you know, you gotta pick one or two. Honestly, I have 2 middle names, so I could give this kid 3 names. This is an idea. But yeah, besides like working on our relationship and just like getting bigger, everything has been like pretty good. The only real things with like I don't want to say cons, but like, you know, the only things that have like proposed challenges for me were the getting bigger, and also the baby started kicking a lot in the 2nd trimester. Like it gets to the point where like if I'm laying on my side at night trying to sleep, like I can't because he literally kicks me so much, like, and I'm literally like I'm laying there and I'm like, bro, chill. Because I read like online, there's like this baby center like website, you know, that like really like tells you what's going on, and it said that when you walk and like you're like moving around and stuff, you're almost like rocking the baby to sleep. So when you're like doing your daily activities and stuff, that's why you feel less of the kick, because you're basically rocking them to sleep. So when you're ready to lay down and sleep, they're like, oh, I'm awake. And so they start kicking so much, and I couldn't sleep, and it was getting to the point where I was like couldn't sleep, so I would like almost sleep all day, and that's not good either. You know, you gotta keep a good routine during this pregnancy thing or everything gets out of whack. And she looks a little like, she's so cute, you guys. I love my cat. But yeah, so I started taking melatonin, which is like a natural thing to help you sleep. I don't know, they have like a bunch of different milligrams. My mom got me the 3 milligram pills, and it says 1 serving, but I'll take like 3 of those and I'll knock out in like 30 minutes. Like take them like 30 minutes before you're really ready to go to sleep, and I sleep all night, and that helps a lot. So I feel like I switched. I was like, 1st trimester I was using a lot of Bonine, you know, which isn't as natural, and I'm glad I don't need to use it as much anymore. But now I'm using the melatonin because it helps me sleep, you know? But other than that, everything's been like pretty chill. I'm heading into, I think I have like a week and a half left until I'm in the 3rd trimester, and what I heard about that is that you just are like mostly uncomfortable because of how big you get. Another fun fact is that your stomach grows after you get the first day of your 3rd trimester, or the last few months of the 3rd trimester, your stomach grows ½ an inch every week. Yeah, and so I'm excited for that. I think I'm gonna get, you guys, I'm gonna go get like summer dress. It's so hot, and I want to get some summer dresses, and because my due date is actually October 31st, Halloween baby, you guys. but I want to get some like, oh, sorry, I gotta switch positions here. I want to get like those like slim dresses that almost, they're like tank top dresses, and then like because I'm gonna have the baby in October, like I could be really big and wear one of those dresses and have like, I'll get like a cardigan or something, and then some sandals, because tennis shoes, they're getting hard. Those are getting a little tricky. But yeah, so there's a bunch of other fun stuff coming up that I think I still need to take the maternity photos and like the baby shower, and I have a lot of really fun ideas about that, and that'll be a whole video. Like I'll do a whole baby shower video. It'll be really cute, you know. Alright, but that's pretty much it for the first and second trimester. I'm excited to see what the third one holds, and I'll let you guys know, you know? So like, I'm not doing that. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.